everyone, this tarot reading is focusing on where did you choose a healthier response today? This reading feels to me like recognition for the way that you've handled something that may not have been easy. The Two of Pentacles speaks of balancing under pressure, okay? So for many of you, you may have found yourself juggling responsibilities or emotions, difficult people, customers, work colleagues, anything like that, yeah? Or just a high volume of demands. But it definitely feels as though there was a situation that really tested your patience or confidence, courage, or simply your ability to keep going when things around you felt very chaotic or out of balance, okay? But what stands out to me the most is that you were given a choice. You could have allowed the situation to pull you into frustration or overwhelm or reaction, but instead you chose a healthy response. For some of you, this meant stepping away from this drama. For others, it meant, remaining focused on your own responsibilities rather than becoming distracted by what others were doing. But there's definitely a strong sense of choosing to stay committed to what truly mattered instead of getting caught up in this unnecessary conflict or drama. The Three of Pentacles really does, Three of Pentacles reverse, suggests that not everybody was operating from the same level of commitment, okay? Or organisation or communication or teamwork. So some of you may have been dealing with a very, very difficult person or group or challenging dynamic or situations where the actions of others just created this additional pressure, okay, to put it politely. Yet despite that, you, my darling, still continue forward. And with the Judgment reversed, feels kind of like particularly important here because it speaks of breaking old patterns. So rather than reacting from, I feel like frustration, anger, disappointment, or defensiveness, many of you chose to respond differently, okay? So there's definitely a sense of recognising that you no longer, or I feel this is like, how you've handled today, I think it's kind of done something and it's kind of like clicked with you where you're starting to see that actually you're no longer needing to repeat old cycles or lower yourself to behaviours that no longer reflect who you're becoming. Yeah? If that makes sense. But what I find really interesting as well is that it doesn't feel like today was easy for you. I actually feel today was extremely hard for you. And with the Strength reverse at the bottom of the deck, many of you may have felt extremely tired or frustrated or just didn't have the strength in you or you were just emotionally drained today or very, very, very close to losing your patience. And there may have been some moments where you wanted to react or defend yourself or match somebody else's energy. The difference is, my darling, you didn't allow those feelings to control your actions, okay? And that is where the growth is. So I feel the healthier response wasn't about handling everything perfectly, but it was like about handling it better than you would have before. And with the Star card, I do feel like your efforts and maturity in the way that you carried yourself have been noticed today more than you realise, okay? So some of you may even be receiving some type of acknowledgement possibly, or praise or positive conversation surrounding how well you've handled the situation today. You've definitely got like a gold star. And even if it's not, nobody says anything to you, my darling, like let's say Spirit is giving you that gold star, okay? But it definitely feels like you chose integrity over reaction and peace over conflict and growth over old habits, okay? So yeah, today felt challenging. I can see that and I can feel that. But please acknowledge, my darling, how far you've come, my lovely. The victory isn't, that the situation was easy. The victory is that you responded differently. So well done. I wish all the best. Bye-bye.